to You're the Best podcast. My name is Gina, and I'm the host of You're the Best. Happy Earth Day to everyone. I know you're watching this and you're really confused, but I pre-record my episodes, so happy Earth Day. Just a request in case you're out and you see trash anywhere in the next day or week or for the rest of your life. If you just pick it up, that would really help the earth out, because without a healthy earth, we cannot be healthy. So just a friendly request for the day and every day. Just be a good person.
Amen.
We have a really great episode tonight. My special guest is one of my old friends from years ago, like most of my guests have been lately. It's been really great to reconnect, and she is honestly a really great, warm, nice person overall, and I think that you'll see that by the end of the podcast. So welcome, Alexis.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Anytime. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we'll do it again tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're fine.
Every day. I don't care.
Right,
I'm
cool.
actually just
All right.
loving the great response I've gotten from everyone.
Yeah, because you're doing amazing. You're killing it.
Thank you.
And you secretly know it. You're killing it.
Thank you. I'm trying hard. I'm trying.
Well, you're doing great.
I do like to start off every episode with a gratitude section.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Love
there
that.
something that you're grateful for today or every day?
So I stopped home before I came here, and we just got a new puppy, Jagger.
Mhm.
Shout out to Jagger. And he greeted me like it was the first time he ever saw me.
Oh
And
my
that
God.
is the best feeling ever, is that your dog or your pet, whatever, the unconditional love is the most amazing feeling. So that is my gratitude today.
I don't blame you. That's
Mhm.
great gratitude.
Yeah.
I wish I had a dog, so good for you.
Well, you have your child. I mean, she probably greets
Listen.
you with open arms.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Messy face, open arms,
Aw.
crying and running away. You name it.
So cute.
My gratitude for the day is that my mouth is feeling better. Finally, it's been a rough week after my mouth surgery. I posted about it on Instagram. In case you happen to see my videos, I had mouth surgery, so I'm actually thankful I could speak okay for our
Yeah,
podcast today.
that's
So
Important.
yeah, so that's my gratitude.
That's good.
I was actually going to talk about your new puppy first because he's just super cute.
He is ridiculous. He is the cutest.
He really is. He really is. I'm going to put a picture up
Yes.
for everybody to see, if
Yeah.
you don't mind.
No, please do. I'm trying to get him Instagram famous. He has a handle at Jagger Swagger if you want to follow. He's getting some good traction.
Good.
Yeah, no,
Good.
he's awesome. We actually saved him from the streets of Puerto Rico,
Oh, wow.
which is super cool.
That's nice.
He was with his little sister, and they were just like roaming the streets by themselves.
Oh.
And we saw a picture of him because the people there, took him in and took him to the vet and he had like a skin issue, and they were just taking care of
Aw.
him. And we saw him, and I was like, this is it. This is our
This
guy.
is the one.
This is my son. So
Was the sister available too, or
she got adopted as well.
Oh, okay.
And she's in Boston. So I'm hoping to connect once, COVID's done and
That's
over
cool.
with, and we can have them, rendezvous.
Could you imagine? Because they must know. I
Oh,
mean,
they
I don't know
have
what the
to.
memory is like on dogs, but they must know they had a mother, father, or siblings at least,
Right.
because they played with them more most of
Exactly.
the time.
Exactly. I
Oh my
know.
God.
I would love to see his reaction when he sees her, though.
That would be really cool.
He's so cute. Yeah, he's like fingers.
There are a few things
Fingers
I'm praying for lately, and that is one of them.
It's just the little things in life.
It's just the little things. Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. I can't even imagine we've only had him for a month, but it's like I feel like we've had him forever. I can't remember life without him, which
That's
sounds
true
really
love.
cheesy, but
That's true
it is.
love.
It's true love at its finest.
Oh, well,
Yep.
congrats.
Thank you.
Also, new home.
Yes.
New home last year.
Mhm. Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank
and getting
you.
engaged. Everything all in one. Everything all in one.
We made 2020 our bitch.
Yes. That's what I like to hear.
Yep,
Yes.
exactly. We did. And yeah, we were looking for houses for a while. We had an apartment in Norwalk, and we were looking in Norwalk, and we're like, no, because Scott was working in Stamford at the time. And
Also, that would have been good.
yeah, so we figured, somewhere in the middle, because I was working in Westport.
Dude, Norwalk is so expensive.
So expensive.
Like, so unnecessarily expensive. It's not even that cool. Sorry for anybody that lives in Norwalk.
To the viewers, but
it's so much.
Literally wasn't worth it. And we swore we weren't going to move back to our hometown. We were like, anything but our hometown. There's no way. Like, we looked everywhere. And then walked into this house and we looked at each other and we were like,
well, this is where we're living.
And I love it.
It's beautiful.
Thank
it really
you
is
so
beautiful.
much. We're never moving, so
you don't have to because it's in a good town.
Thank you.
You know,
yeah. No, it's perfect, and the school system's great, and it's all just perfect, and we love our house, so it works. Yeah, and then we got engaged shortly thereafter on the back deck, which is just what I wanted, but he didn't know.
What do you mean he didn't know you were getting engaged?
Perfect. Yeah, he didn't know.
He didn't know.
He was like, okay, today what are we doing? Well, so I was throwing him a small gathering for his birthday.
Oh, okay.
And little did I know he had gotten this ring. He started designing it in like February around my birthday.
Designed just for you.
He liked it, so he put a ring on it. Duh.
I don't blame him.
Right?
Don't blame him.
So then, it was like throwing this little gathering, and our family was over, and we were on the back deck, and he just like did this whole speech and got down on one knee, and I was like, what?
This was supposed to be for you.
I know. That's literally what I said. I was like, this was you. And he's like, well, now it's our day. And I'm like, okay, I love you.
I love you.
I know.
And the ring is gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
I saw pictures of it. I stalked you extra today.
Good. It's important to stalk your guests prior.
I'm just saying, extra. I was like, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything recent.
No.
That ring is beautiful.
Thank
you did a good job.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I love it.
That was such a positive year for you. One of my other guests, she like found her birth parents and all of that, and I was like,
saw that. That's amazing.
What a good year for her too. So I'm really happy. Some of my friends are at least had a good 2020.
Yeah, you had to make the best of what we were handed, that year. So
absolutely.
Now it's a memory, all the bad stuff. I guess
it masks everything else that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, congrats.
Thank you.
That's really cute.
Thank you very much.
So, where are you working now? You're nannying, I think, right?
Yes. So, I'm nannying for these two cute little girls. I've been with them for like 4.5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old are they?
So, the oldest is about to turn 5.
Okay. So, you've been with them through their whole lives.
I met the oldest when she was 6 months old.
Oh, my God.
So, she's like my little bud. I'm obsessed with her. And then her little sister came in almost 3 years ago now. Her birthday's in May.
Oh, they were close.
Yeah.
That's nice for them to grow up with each other.
Totally.
To have friends, especially during COVID. Like,
yes, I know. Well,
at least they had friends.
Exactly. I used to always take the oldest one out to like all these, like libraries and classes and music stuff and all that. And the little one, she got gypped. She didn't get to do any of it.
But at least she doesn't know. She doesn't know, and that's the important part.
Exactly.
It's not like she's like, hey.
Yeah, she is. But the oldest one, it's worrisome sometimes. I took her to the park the other day, the beach, and there's like a little playground area. And her mask was in the car, but no one was on the playground. I went so early and literally no one was there. And I was like, all right, like I guess I'll go back and grab your mask just in case. And she's like panicking. I need my mask. Like I can't be anywhere without. And that made me a little bit nervous for her and her future and everything. I don't want, that to be a huge damper on her.
They already have such a young stress over like going out in public. Yeah. And I think that's probably the bad thing about all of this. It's like, obviously it's good that she has it instilled in her that she should be safe with where she is, but in another sense it's like you're outside and for everybody listening, like if you're outside, it's sunny and like you're not around anyone, like you don't have to wear a mask.
Exactly. Like the fresh air will do you some good.
Way better than it would if you had a mask on outside.
Totally. Yeah, so that's the only sad thing about that, but kids are resilient.
Definitely. And hopefully we'll get to a point where we don't have to wear them. But unfortunately, one of my friends told me yesterday that yesterday was the highest tested, like COVID positive testing they've had in the world so far. And I think it's because everybody's getting tested, getting vaccinated. And they're just like, I'm fine. I can go wherever I want now. And it's like, okay, cool, but like you're still carrying it.
Right.
You're still gonna get sick.
Yes.
So it's like,
I know, it's such a
I'm
crazy.
glad that we're all vaccinated. That's cool. But at the other hand, it's like, okay, but still don't go out for like a year.
Just like be careful. Like totally be careful.
Please. Because it's just prolonging everything.
I know. Oh, it's gonna be so amazing the day it's like, all right, everybody just go.
Just go.
Be free.
Don't worry about your mask. Because you think about it. You think about like all the times that you didn't, like for pretty much our entire lives.
Yeah.
We didn't have masks, and now I can't even think about what it's like to go out without it.
I know. We'll be watching a show and Scott and I will be like, well, where's their mask?
And it's from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, like,
and you're like, oh shit.
We're so like programmed now. Like you need your damn mask. Like
It's horrible. It's horrible.
oh my gosh.
But it is what it is. We're making it through.
We are. And we'll be able to joke about it at some point.
At some point in our lives, maybe. Maybe our kids will be able to.
No, they're going to be reading about this in their history books and everything. Like it's nuts.
It's hard. It's hard.
That
But
was a stressful sigh. I know. I feel you.
Because I'm always stressed now with the little one.
Of course.
But you're also stressed too all the time because you're like a mom to them.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have an important role in their lives. And
100%.
They mean a lot to me and I just want the best for them. So I definitely, love them.
And I know you've been having a hard time trying to get pregnant yourself, which, I really feel for you.
Thanks.
If there's anything I can do
please
to help you, I
right.
will.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I don't know if I could give you anything, like, don't know what I would be
Sing
able to
me a
give
song.
you. But I'll serenade the both of you if that would help.
Perfect. So we tried one time and got pregnant. So it's not like it hasn't been consistent trying and failing. It was just we got pregnant, the first time being like, okay,
cool.
And it was awesome. And that's my biggest dream in the world, just to be a mom, clearly, because I chose nannying as my career. I love children.
Maybe you like kids.
Yeah, just a little bit. And we were just so excited for months. And we were just pumped and months. Yeah. And then
how far did you get?
Got to 11 weeks, 12 weeks. And then went in for an ultrasound and that was a nightmare.
I can only imagine.
Couldn't go in with Scott, obviously. COVID, thank you so much.
Oh my God.
So I go in there and I'm like, this is like Christmas. I can't wait. Like I just, yeah.
We're going to take a sip for that one.
So our whole family was coming over for dinner that night. Like his sister was making us like this meal set. Like it was like a big fucking deal.
Show them your pictures,
because to go back a little, we weren't planning a wedding or anything because we got engaged a couple weeks later, get pregnant. And I've been, we'll talk about this later, but wedding stuff has just been so stressful because COVID. So we were like, we're fine. It's okay. Like we're adults, we want a family. Yeah. So to me, that's more important than
100%
planning our wedding. Right. So I go into the doctor and the ultrasound tech, first of all, made me get undressed while she was in the room, which I was like, okay, this is new. So did that.
New, but maybe this is what pregnant people do.
Yeah. I was like, I'm new to this world. Like, is this what we do?
We don't care about our bodies then. Okay.
I was like, okay. Drop trow, get on the stirrups. And I was like, hey, the nurse told me that I can FaceTime my fiance.
Yeah.
And, he can see what's happening here. And she was like, I don't know who told you that. Give me the name of the lady. And I didn't want to put this, put the lady under the bus. So I was like, oh, I don't remember.
I just called and someone, I have no idea.
I was like, I don't know. And so she was like, you cannot do that. Whoever said that, no. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, let's just get this going. So she's doing the ultrasound and she goes, oh. And I'm like, how is everything? And I look over to the screen and I see a baby. Okay. And I see, a head and legs and arms and fingers and toes.
Yeah.
And I was like super excited. And I'm like,
why aren't you excited?
And she goes, oh, this baby's not doing so well. And I'm like, oh, okay.
But also,
Okay.
you don't want to hear that from her. Like, that's kind of not their place, right? I don't think they're just supposed to. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're 100% correct there. Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's supposed to call the doctor in, and the doctor talks to me about all that.
Yeah.
So then she's like, yeah, no, this baby died like a couple days ago. I didn't ask how she knew that. I blacked out.
I mean, what else would you do at that point?
Mm-hmm.
You're not even there anymore.
Uh-huh.
You're just.
I wasn't there. I was gone. Mm-hmm. And she goes, you can call your fiance now. You can show him.
Now I can call him?
I know. How enraged are you? Because I'm furious reliving it. But like, how insane.
Now I can call him.
Mhm.
Now it's okay.
Mhm.
Because I'm going to be in distress, so it's okay now.
Oh, right. And what is he going to do via FaceTime to comfort me?
He's going to be even more enraging for him that he can't come in and be there with you.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
Exactly.
I'm so sorry. Ugh.
So she's keeping it in there and keeps telling me all this stuff, and I'm not listening to anything. And then she keeps telling me to FaceTime Scott. So I'm typically like very calm when it comes to people, and I try to understand why people act the way they do and say the things they do, and I try not to like lash out.
Yeah.
I lashed out.
Oh God.
I was like,
I don't blame you.
Right? I was like, I'm not calling my fiance to show him our dead baby. That's not okay. And meanwhile, I have my phone in my hands, and he's texting me like, this is going to be great. I can't wait. Like, what's going on?
Oh my God.
Mhm. So
what did she do? Did she just leave and go get...
No. So then she tells me I can get dressed again as she watches me. And then I sit down on the chair, and she's like, I'm not supposed to hug you. And I don't want her to hug me.
I don't want you to hug me.
I do
Get
not
the
want...
fuck away from
Literally,
me at this point.
get the fuck
No.
away from me.
She's a horrible person.
Horrible. And she looks like she's been doing it for a very long time. She was like an older woman, like seemed to know her way around the...
I hate her.
Yeah,
I
worst.
hate her.
Worst.
Oh my God.
And so she hugs me, and I'm just like stiff, like, please get off of me. Hugs me, tells me to go to the other room. The doctor was phenomenal. She was the sweetest, best
God.
person. If you get bad news and this woman's there, she was the most amazing person to have right there.
At
when
least
you hear
that was your saving grace in that moment.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God.
For sure. And she explained to me that it happens all the time. It's abnormal cells, and, plenty of people have this happen and then go on to have viable pregnancies. Of course, that's not like, the situation I thought was going to happen that day.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was kind of
like,
blank.
obviously it's common, but that's absolutely
help.
not what you want to hear.
It does not help.
But
no.
I mean, like, I guess it's normal, and she's probably
Right.
trying to be more on the optimistic
Totally.
side than
Yes.
the bitch that was just like, your baby's
Exactly.
dead. Like,
Yes. Like, who says that? Like, are you kidding
Who
me?
says that? Like, I hope you lost your job over
Yeah,
this. Like,
no, I-
honestly, hope you lost your job because you shouldn't be able to do that to anybody else.
Terrible.
Did you tell the doctor about her?
I should have, but I was just more like, wait,
Well,
what?
you're not even there at that point.
Right?
You're not. No.
I know. So whatever.
Oh my God.
The doctor's like, okay, well, I didn't show any signs of miscarriage at all up until then. She
And
was
you
like,
don't really feel anything
no,
at that point either, so
no,
you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
either.
know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So she was like, you can take these pills and it will pass at home, or you can have a DNC.
Okay.
I was like, what's a DNC? Like, what are you talking? Like, I don't
We take it
understand.
out.
Yes.
We take it out.
So then I was like, all right, just give me the pills. Just give me the pills.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to make this thing bigger, whatever.
I know.
I take the pills, didn't work, had terrible side effects, took the pills again. She gave me more because it didn't happen. Nothing happened. So then they scheduled my DNC. So now I'm walking around with a dead baby in my body, and that took a toll on my mental health for sure.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Scott for dealing with my crazy ass.
Oh my God. Is it hormones that they give you? I'm not familiar with the pills.
I don't remember what the pills were called, but it's pretty much like an abortion pill. Like if you're in like
Plan B?
it's not like a Plan B. It's
No.
like
I don't.
a lot of women can just, pass it without the pills. This is
Okay.
to give it a little push.
Oh, I see. I gotcha.
And my doctor didn't really recommend it because it's not
It doesn't
a good
really obviously
yeah,
work
it didn't work for me. But also, like, maybe I wasn't built to have that happen in that way.
Maybe not.
Like, that could have also added way more issues
Stress
to
and trauma
yeah,
to the whole situation.
Exactly. So I scheduled the DNC. Again, Scott can't come with me to the,
Was
for
it
my
in the
prep.
doctor's office or was it?
It was at the hospital.
Okay.
And the crew was absolutely amazing. Like, that
Good.
couldn't have been a better experience for what it was.
Right.
And we did not try again after that because, got a little scarred.
Just a little scarred. Could you have tried again? Like, as soon as
No,
you have to wait, I'm sure.
So you have to wait until, like, you get your cycle back to normal. My hormones are crazy for the next couple months, and wasn't
that's
back.
what happens when you get pregnant. Everything gets all thrown off.
Totally.
Ugh.
So but yeah, I started, like, documenting my whole journey with it, and, like, taking videos, like a creep by myself, of, like, how I was feeling and what was going on, and just the whole time. And so that's something that I would love to podcast about and blog about and everything, because I feel like the people I did choose to tell when it first started, there were some people that came out and where they were like, that happened to me too. And you never know. You
don't know about it.
No. And there should be awareness to it. Like, that's something I'm super passionate about. Like, I'm super open with talking about it. I think it's healthy to talk about it, and women shouldn't feel ashamed. And it happens, and then you can go on and have a perfectly great pregnancy and have, your babies that you always wanted.
It's true.
All you see online is what you see online. Like, people just, they get pregnant and you don't know the struggles that they had prior. Right. So my goal is totally to do something with that experience. Yeah.
Awareness,
yeah.
for sure.
So,
do you know Simona that we went to high school with?
Weren't there two of them?
I don't know. She was a year older than
Yes,
you.
I know who you're talking about.
I had her on last week,
Oh,
and
fun.
she actually just wrote a book about infertility.
How
so
cool! Oh my goodness, I'm gonna
there's
get
a
that.
couple of podcasts like in
yeah.
a row
that's awesome.
of women issues.
Love
so I mean,
that.
like, sorry for any guys that want to
Yeah.
watch, but these couple are kind of women based.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It's all right.
But
It's okay. We need
in case
it.
you want to learn anything, this is kind of why we want awareness out. So
yeah, exactly. It's important, and it's important for men to, like, understand what's happening. Like,
absolutely.
My fiance, he was so amazing throughout all this. I taught him a lot about it as I was going through it. He's amazing. And my dad, my brother, and
everybody has to know.
Everybody has to know. This is life. This is a part of life, and it's not fun or good, but it's something that happens, and you have to learn to roll with the punches and deal with it. And it's part of your story. It's like,
They really should be made aware of it, also because they have to deal with us. Like,
yeah, you gotta deal with my crazy ass. Like,
what do you want tonight? You want Chinese food? You want ice cream? I'll rub your feet.
Yeah.
Like, these are the things we need.
Yeah. Oh, I miss all that part.
Food is a huge thing.
Yes.
Wine is also a very huge part of our lives. Anybody that's listening.
Massages. You met your husband. He gave you a massage.
Yeah.
That is the coolest.
It's very creepy, but
That
I'm hoping it sounds more cool.
It sounds so cute. Like, I loved that story. I was like, what?
Thanks.
Love that.
I know it's not something you should be doing, but at the same time, what are you going to do?
Girl, if you didn't, you wouldn't have your beautiful family, your beautiful baby. I mean,
exactly.
You took the plunge. I like it.
Exactly. It was like a week after I got out of like a long relationship too. So it's like, it worked out the way it was supposed to. So
that's awesome.
And meeting Scott was the way it was supposed to happen for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Seriously, you've been so happy and smiley on social media. It's so nice. Can you include? That you love someone when you include them in everything. Yeah, and he's like very present in your social media. Yeah. And I know I shouldn't judge people by their social media or anything, but it's a part of you.
It is a part of you, and it's a good way to document the things in your life that you wanna, share with people. And this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
the good stuff, really.
Yeah, I mean, didn't see too much about all that we were talking about, but that's also something that you don't necessarily just like put out there. But
exactly. At
the same time, we do need to bring awareness to it.
Totally.
So
totally, I'm determined to do so.
Yeah, maybe if you want to connect with Simona, I know she said that she she had some like excerpts from her friends in her book too. So it's like
cool.
she went through it, but then also had friends
Yeah.
that also went through it, but you don't hear about it
Right.
because nobody talks about it.
Nobody talks about it. I know it's sad, but again, it's part of your story, and if you could do something positive with it, like that's amazing. She wrote a book. I'm going on Amazon and buying that shit.
I know
ASAP.
it comes out in June.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm prefacing this right now, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so I'm really sorry you had to go through it, but
Thanks.
I'm optimistic for you because if it happened in general, that's like a lot of people don't even get it to happen.
Yeah.
So at least you could be thankful. It's like, all right, I know it can happen.
Yeah.
So the next time, I know that through celebrities, not going to shout out my Kardashians again, but like this is who I got it from. Like Khloe had a hard time keeping it.
That's right.
So maybe next time, like that's the road you would go, where like you already had that happen. So now the next time will be easier.
Exactly.
You'll be able to take any precautions.
Oh yeah, totally.
And your doctor's aware.
Right. Exactly.
And you can request to never see that ultrasound bitch again.
If I ever see her again, she's not gonna want to hear my wrath. I'm gonna be like, get out right now.
I don't blame you.
You are not taking my ultrasound. I'll do it myself.
I'll do it myself. Give me the thing. This happens all the time anyways, so it's like, I know what's going on.
Doing this myself.
Ugh, I don't blame you.
Dumb.
I actually had a horrible experience at the doctor's when I finally did get pregnant. So did you get to the part where you took the blood test to see if there were
No.
So again, I don't remember the terminology or whatever it was called, but you take the blood test to see, if the baby has any cellular defects or anything, if they have Down syndrome, and then like also what the gender of the baby is.
Right.
So I was like kind of pushing for it. I'm like, can you do that now or do I have to wait? Because I kind of want to have the gender reveal like around my birthday time. Right. So can we do this? He's like, oh yeah, well I can do it now if you want. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. I know nothing about any of this.
Right.
So
Same.
You have to wait like 2 weeks for it to come in, which is like painful.
Yeah, you're like counting down, like, let's go.
Come on, let's go. So they called me at work. They're like, hey, can you come into the office today? And I'm like I can maybe come like towards the end of the day. Like, do I need to come in right now? They're like, can you like come in now? And I'm like, okay. This doesn't sound good. And
I don't like the sound of this.
No, I told my manager and she's like, if they want you to go in now, you should probably go in now. So just like leave. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I went in and obviously I'm already like, okay, well, I'm going to have an abortion at this point. Like that's like
something
immediately what's in your head.
Yeah.
And the doctor came in and as he's closing, at this place, like there's no ultrasound tech. It's like the doctor does everything.
Right.
So like he's closing the door and as he's closing the door, so like the hallway is still there. All right, let's see what has died. That's how he's entering the room.
What?
That's how he's entering the room. And I'm like,
I'm enraged.
Right? Like that's how we're coming into it. And
why are these people such fucking assholes?
Why?
Sorry, go on.
You're why are you doing this? If I don't know. Anyways, so I'm like, and so this was like pre-COVID. So my husband was with me, thankfully.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was paying attention because that's like not a strong suit, but like I don't know. He said he didn't hear it, but I definitely did. And I said to him, "What do you mean? Let's see what's died."
Right.
And that's how we start the conversation. That's how we started our conversation in that moment. He's like, "Well, there wasn't enough blood in the test to tell what you had, and that usually means that there's a problem. So, here's your options. Before looking at me or anything else, here's your options. We either can do this test where amniocentesis, where we stick a needle in you to get the baby's, whatever.
Yes.
There's a different type. I don't remember the name of it. Or, if worst comes to worst, we just, get rid of the situation. Pretty much like I'm like, okay, so I'm like bawling. I'm also like not there anymore because once you hear that,
you're blacked out.
But let's see what we're dealing with. But let's take a look.
Yeah, well, let's take a fucking look.
Let's fucking look at this. Okay, now that I'm already dead inside.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. And so he takes a look and he's like, well, everything looks normal. I mean, there's no abnormal growth. The head looks good and the baby's alive. So, this is a good sign. I'm like, okay, but like, but you also just told me that like something's dead. So it's like,
was he drunk?
No, he's like a vegan. He wears super tight skinny jeans that he should not wear because like, obviously we're going to look at certain areas because you're wearing skinny tight jeans.
Yeah.
I can't.
What?
Dude.
Does he have like a long ponytail?
No.
Okay.
He's balding,
I thought
so
it'd
he
be like
shaves
down
his
to his
head.
butt. Like I'm picturing him.
I wish. I can
butt.
only make fun of the skinny jeans. Like that's the only like.
All right. Like I guess the picture in my head. Now I'm just thinking of the skinny jeans.
Dude, I can't. So that was horrible. And he's like, we can send you for one more round of that test since it's been 2 weeks. This is at 14 weeks is when we're really supposed to do it. And I'm like, okay. Like at this point, he's like, and I'm going to do a different type. I'm not going to do that same one. I'm going to do a different one that I guess is like better at detecting that. So I'm leaving there and like going right into getting my labs done across the street. And I'm just like, I don't really know. And the next day was my birthday. So I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Jesus. I woke up on my birthday. I'm like, well, I know I should be happy, but also like, yeah, it was horrible. And so I worked for the company that the doctor was in. So I saw my chart all the time. So like I had my coworker check my chart every day. I'm like, can you check? Can you check? Cause I don't even want to wait for them to tell me my results because I'm not going back to that office.
No.
So one morning it did come back and I had my coworker tell me and like everything was fine. And I found out I was having a girl, which was like what I wanted. So, but then they called me like 2 hours later. Hey, I just want to let you know. Oh, wait, but I didn't tell you. Before I walked out of the room, the medical assistant. So this is how I'm linking it to yours. The medical assistant was like, I know it's alive now, but if you come back in 2 or 3 weeks and it's not alive, just be prepared for that. And I was like, why are you saying anything to me? Why are you saying
And you're
anything
putting stress
to
on a
me?
pregnant woman.
Dude. And like, he's still in there. If I were the doctor, I'd be like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, don't.
Oh, he doesn't care. He's telling you there's already something dead in you.
Right.
Where's the bedside manner?
So like that happened. So she was the one that called me that day to give me the results. So I didn't even want to hear anything from her.
No.
So I was like, okay, thank you. And I just hung up and I already found a new doctor.
Thank God.
But dude, I'm right there with you.
I'm sorry that they freaking did that to you. Like what?
Who does that?
Who does that? That just makes the experience awful.
Right.
Like get people in there that are like a little bit more sensitive to your feelings.
They just like want to help you.
Yeah.
Like these people like, I'm sure they want to help, but they're doing a really bad job.
Yeah, like take a class on like compassion and empathy.
Seriously.
Good Lord.
And I honestly, he should have been like, no, I need to wait 2 more weeks because that's when I'll have the better results.
Right.
And I never would have had to go through any of that. And I probably would have used him for a doctor. So you just like bit yourself in the ass at that point.
Well,
like,
joke's on you, buddy.
It really is because I'm glad I didn't deliver there because I ended up needing a C-section and I don't trust.
Yeah, no. But you like where you're at now. Like that's
love
great.
Where I'm at now.
Good.
Love them. Love them.
Oh my God.
Cheers to us.
Cheers to
us. Cheers to our fucked up lives.
Being a woman is hard.
But we're getting through.
We are getting through.
We're getting through.
Proud of us.
Thanks for all of our support that we've gotten
this.
from everybody. We're here. And then like she was fine. Like that's the other thing.
Exactly.
Like,
She's
was
perfect.
Oh. So I'm thankful for that. So it took me like 7 months, 10 months to get pregnant and then all that happened. So like I'm right there with you and like it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. I got pregnant when they said I shouldn't be trying and that's how I got pregnant, which was more enraging.
Yeah, right? Like I'll tell you when I'm ready to do like
I'll tell you what
I should be trying, okay? You see how healthy and perfect she is? Yeah. You're welcome. I know my body, bitch.
So are you going to start trying before the wedding? Or are you going to try to...
I don't know.
Okay.
So Scott really wants to plan the wedding. Like he wants to get it rolling. And I do too. I can't
this
wait.
Year?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we do something this year, it's going to be something small.
It has to be.
With our family, obviously. Like, or we will... This is exclusive news. We might elope because I want to so bad. And he's like, yeah, I'm in.
Where do you want to go?
Like the Bahamas or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Do it.
Like it'd be amazing.
Do it.
I think it'd be so great. And like just be like tan on the beach and just.
Because then that's a real wedding.
Yeah,
just the two of
just
you. You're
the two of
doing it
us.
for yourself.
Exactly.
The wedding's never for the bride and groom. It's always for everybody else.
Yeah, and then whatever, when COVID's over, we'll do a big old party and everyone can come. But like, it's stressful thinking about, planning your wedding and then bridal parties and, the flowers and the,
Dude,
videographer and just the everything.
Everything.
It's super overwhelming to me, and I never really thought about it, I guess, until we got engaged. I just want to be his wife. I don't care. I don't really care about the wedding. Yeah.
That's such a good love,
I love you so much, babe.
I love you so much. I just don't care about anybody else.
I don't care about anything.
Let's go on a vacation.
Yeah.
Especially because you need a vacation now. We've been all cooped up.
Bad.
So now every time you go on vacation, now that all your family and friends are hearing
yeah.
this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're gonna get married now?"
Sorry, guys. Sorry, mom.
Now you can't tell anybody you're going away.
I know.
You could just as you're going to the airport, hey, we're gonna be away for a few days.
Sorry. Can you watch Jagger? Can you guys?
I dropped him off. He's there. He's there.
Jagger's on the front stoop. He has his suitcase. He has
Good
some
for
bones
you.
in there.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's overwhelming. So,
it's a lot.
but if you decide that you want to get married this year and have the smaller service, it's still more for you guys.
Totally.
My other friend that came on, she's like, we decided to have one just because we still want to be married.
Right. Exactly.
We don't want COVID to dictate
No,
that.
totally true.
No.
That's a great point.
No.
Yeah.
So you get married when you guys want to get married.
Like that girl. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's right. We're getting married tomorrow.
That's it. You can technically.
Right? Just go. It's Friday anyways.
And just get ready for all the paperwork for changing your name and everything. So
oh, that's going to be so exciting.
IDs, passports.
Oh yeah, all that. Oh, I just retook my license picture the other day.
Do you hate it?
It was so bad.
I'm sure it wasn't.
No, it looked. I'm gonna show it to you before I leave. Okay. You may not post it, but I will show it to you. It looks like. Well, let me just walk you through it quick. So I get there and they were not really nice in there, whatever. And I was super cheery and happy because I just feel like they need a little extra love. Gotta do it. Stay true to yourself, right? So I go in there and I was like awkward. She was like making me hunch like this, so I had to like go forward. And I was like, okay. And so I'm like forward like this.
How do you?
Right? I'm like, and she's like, okay. And I'm like, okay. And I think I thought I was smiling too big. And I'm like, oh, I don't want this to be too big. And then she goes, wow. She goes, this actually looks really good. And I'm like, thank you. Okay. I guess.
But she didn't show it to you.
No, she didn't show it to me. Then she prints it on a paper and says, have a nice day.
Oh, and you have to wait for it to be mailed now.
Right.
That's right.
So I look at the paper.
Oh, no.
I look at the paper when I get back in the car. And it looks like, my face looks like my hair looked great. I was super happy. I had a great hair day. Thinking of the positives here. The photo looks like she removed her top and then my eyes were like, what? That's what my picture looks like. Yep. Yeah. A deer and headlights.
I guess if you were a cokehead, it would be a really good picture for you because it would look like accurate.
Exactly. I was like, oh, your tits. And that was my face. Yeah.
Well, you have a tit license picture.
Yeah,
now
that's
for
literally
5 years.
For 5 years. So I'm like, when I change my last name, do you think they'll let me take a new picture?
I don't know because you're changing a name. Like if you get like a reprint, like you lost your license, I don't think they do. But I don't know if you change your name,
right?
Because you have to like bring in documentation and stuff too. So you have to like go there. It's not like you're just renewing it.
All right, fingers crossed on that too. Yeah, it's amazing.
Just call the DMV like, can we talk about this now? Because this is also going to happen soon.
You're going to pee your pants when you see my
That's
picture.
it. Oh
it's
my God.
Hilarious.
Well,
makes for a good story. Drink to that.
Drink to that. Well, what happened? I think I just got a new license because I wanted to get. I was traveling with my husband and he had a different license than I did because I had like the older ones and I was just like, well, I want ours to match in case like they ever question our IDs when we're away somewhere.
Totally.
Like the paranoia kicked in.
Of course.
Me.
Yeah.
So I just went and I was like, I don't know what happened. Like this just won't scan anywhere. Everyone always thinks it's fake. Can I I just want a new one. I will literally pay you. And they took my picture. So
That's actually a
Maybe.
great idea.
Yeah, maybe. But you have to change your name anyway, so.
Yeah. I'll be like, listen, I'll give you a Benji if you just
Like,
please change this picture. And can I do a retake if my eyes look like that?
Can you
Like,
just show it to me?
yeah.
Here's an extra 20.
like no one was in there. Like, just show me. You told me I actually looked good. Like, bitch. Why are
you
people
lied.
so
Also,
mean?
you lied.
You lied to me. Like,
Another person. Don't work at the DMV if you don't like taking good pictures.
yes. Joke was on me that day.
Wait, what's it like going into the DMV? Is there a swarm of people in there still?
Okay, so this was a DMV Express.
Oh, okay.
So it was
You had to make an appointment.
Yeah, to make an appointment, you
Okay.
go in, you have to show so much paperwork, all these different things. No one was in there. Not one person besides the people that worked there. There were 4
That's
people that
cool.
worked there. Yeah, that was it. So
Well,
it was
I guess if
easy.
you need safety, then go to one of those places.
Oh my God, it
Yeah.
was perfect. Like the experience on that part was great.
Great.
But the lying and the deceit was not okay.
You wanted the lying and the deceit from the ultrasound tech. Like, we needed the opposite.
Can we swap that?
Ugh,
Can we swap that?
Jesus.
Mm.
Both picture people. Both, like,
Yeah.
both similar. We need to, okay.
Like, I'm actually pissed thinking about that.
Maybe that's your next calling. Like, you're going to be the one taking DMV pictures.
You know what? I think in my past life I probably was.
You know, maybe once you have your baby and
Yeah.
you decide that you can't take care of
Yeah.
everybody else's kids,
That's
if
right.
that happens.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I'll just go
fingers
take people's
crossed.
pictures.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. I always loved photography. There's so many things I loved that I didn't chase because I was like, oh, I just want to help kids grow, nurture children. Like, there's so many other things I would have loved to dive into, but you know.
You can still do them though.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about being an adult. I think like they focus too much when we were younger on like, okay, you have to pick something right when you get out of
Totally.
school.
Yep.
That's the only time in your life you get to choose.
Yeah, like
And I got out of
fooled
school
us.
and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I want to do. I have no
Exactly.
idea.
How do you expect me to know at 18?
When I haven't worked at any of these jobs, I didn't
Yeah.
know anything. I went to school
Right.
for a year and a half and I told my parents, I said, don't waste your money anymore
Yeah.
because I don't know
I'm
what I want to
done.
do. And I had a
Yes.
whole bunch of jobs. I thought I wanted to do something. It turns out I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because it's not realistic to think a kid is going to know what they want to do for the rest of their lives.
No.
There's 30-year-old people that don't know what the hell they want to do for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's, you know, in your own time, you figure it out and you can go and do it.
I think people should be promoting more like you can do whatever you want in your life.
Whenever you want.
That's it.
You know?
If you want to do this for a couple of years, cool. If you want to get your education in this and do that for a couple of years, fine. But then you can change.
Exactly.
Or if you want to get your education in something and never use it,
Oh, yeah.
it's okay.
Exactly.
too.
It's have some stuff under your belt.
That's it.
I've got a couple things under my belt. I may not ever go back to them, but I have them. Like, I like to be, you know, like a Jill of all trades.
I'm right there with you. Oh, you did go to hair school, right?
I did.
What is it called? Is it hairdressing school? How do I say it?
Cosmetology
Is it cosmetology
Yes.
school?
It was so fun. I loved it. I was really obsessed. But then just working in the salon life, I was young too, you know, and I it really depends on where you land. And I had the most fun doing weddings and events and photo shoots. Like, I loved that, and I should have chased after it.
Oh my god!
But I burnt myself out quickly. My life story, but I did.
Actually, my friend Alyssa that we just
Yes.
released,
Mhm.
she's a hairdresser.
Yeah.
She's like, I want the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I know.
Damn.
And everybody has their little like niche,
Yeah.
right? And you know, good for them. But I loved, like, I did a bunch of photo shoots, and I was like, this is great. Like, I love working under pressure, and it was fun, and I love making people feel good and
Yeah,
look
definitely.
beautiful and stuff. So that was a really fun chapter in my life for sure.
Because that's you are definitely a huge part of that day and
Totally.
their memories for
Totally.
them. So
Yeah, I loved that.
that's nice that you
Yeah.
felt that way about it.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Some people need more of that in that industry.
I think so. Yeah. And caring for yourself, because in that industry, I always, in every job I do, I always put that first,
Mhm.
and then I let myself burn out. So that's still at 34 years old. I'm still learning how to not do that.
It's hard
But yeah, I burnt out so quick.
because it's just like you care so much.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like that type.
Yeah.
I'm like probably the neurotic type that it's like, okay, it has to be this. It has to be
It has
this.
to be perfect.
Okay, what do you need? Do you
Yeah.
have everything?
Oh,
and
yeah.
at the end of the day, I like sit down. I'm like, I'm exhausted.
Exhausted. And then you have nothing left for yourself or your loved ones. It's ridiculous.
And then you didn't even have fun during it.
No. You're like, okay, at least you feel good. I feel
glad
like
you had a great day.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go drink a glass of wine and pass out and forget about tonight.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool. So you have that. You have, the kids.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
I worked in a group home. I got my human services degree. And so I worked in a group home with kids who had mental health diagnosis and drug-related issues, and they were pulled from their homes. And these girls were amazing, most of them.
The kids?
They were. So they had 3 shifts, and I was like the middle shift and then the night shift.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is like straight after school.
These sound like the worst shifts.
Fucking terrible. So I bonded with these girls, and I had my favorites, and there were only 5 there, and only one of them threw a chair at me. So that was really cool. That was really amazing.
Not so bad then.
But I was like, no, honey, we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
But then I went in the bathroom and cried. I can't do a job like that. No. I don't have thick enough skin for that. Had I done an internship there, maybe I would have known this is what's going to happen.
Right.
You're going to get beat up at these things.
Mentally, physically,
emotionally. Everything. But there were so many amazing people there that I still think about to this day. And it was sad the day I left because I felt like I let them down. Again, you have to have thick skin when you do a job like that.
Yeah.
But it was a cool experience. And, that's another fun chapter of my life.
That's amazing. I could not do that.
No.
I mean, I'm pretty selfless most of the time, but those are things that I'm more, I guess, selfish about. I just don't think I could give that much of myself
it's
to someone.
No.
But it's I understand now it's so needed because they need that help.
Totally. Oh, yeah. And you can really help and change lives and make their lives better and show them that they can trust someone. And that was the best part about that job, But again, I burnt myself out. And so nannying.
So then I chose just little kids.
Super happy and baby shark shit and all that. So
baby shark all day.
You know about it.
My daughter taught herself baby shark because I gave her an iPad, 1.5. I gave in. I don't know why.
That's the norm.
Because I was like, no, she's not going to have an iPad until she's 5. And then here I am at a year and a half. I'm like, I should get her an iPad.
You're like, mommy has to shower. So here's your iPad for a little.
That too.
Yeah.
But she does stay entertained sometimes for like once or twice a day for a good hour. She'll just
that's good.
Relax because she doesn't nap anymore. So I feel like I'm justified in iPad time.
It's relaxing. It's relaxing time. And kids need that,
This is the age they're growing up in, too.
Totally.
So she'll have an advantage knowing technologically how to skip YouTube ads.
Yeah.
How to find videos she wants. She found Baby Shark and taught. I was just looking over at her and she's going like this. I'm like, what?
You're like,
is
no.
this for real?
No, not Baby Shark.
I'm not going to show you how to find it.
No. If you find it again, that's on you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good for you.
No, kids are so smart now. And especially with those iPads, the fact that they can maneuver them like that is amazing. And there's games and brain games and all these fun things.
Yeah, that's part of the reason too. I was like, well, I want to get her some good educational games. She can match really well. And I'm like,
that's awesome. And she's a baby.
Right.
That's amazing.
I wasn't doing that. That wasn't an option for me.
No. No. Definitely was not doing that.
No. I got to get her to do the letters and numbers now. It's
she's going to be a little genius. By the time she's 22 months.
Speaking is not her strong suit right now because he only speaks Spanish to her and I only speak English.
But so that's awesome. She's going to be bilingual.
I know, but it's a struggle right now for me. I know it probably is for her. She's probably just as frustrated as I am. But come on. I know you can do it. Because she knows exactly what we're talking about. That's the thing.
Well, she's understanding, which is huge.
Understands.
Yeah.
Also, I wish I was learning Spanish right there with her.
I know. Duolingo. Not an ad. Duolingo.
Maybe when she gets older, she'll just start teaching me it, and she'll have the patience because I'm her mom.
Oh, she's going to be like, Mom, hola.
Hola, Mom.
My mom.
And I'm going to be like, shut up. I know that. I got it.
Yeah.
Literally. Tell me, but tell me what's going on. She's going to be my gossip
Yes,
scout when
she
we
is.
go out.
She is.
I'm excited for that.
I got my nails done one time, like long time ago. I was getting a pedicure, and the girl doing my pedicure was speaking Spanish to another girl.
Oh, okay.
And my mom was born in Cuba, and I understand all Spanish.
Oh, cool.
And they were talking shit about me, and I was like, and I speak like a white girl when I try to speak Spanish,
Yeah.
so I don't typically do it unless I'm talking to my grandparents.
Yeah.
But I responded in Spanish, and I was like, guys, that's super unprofessional. Like,
No,
I know what
you're.
I was like, my mom was born in Cuba, and I'm bilingual. Like, I know exactly what you're saying. And they were like, oh no, we weren't talking about you. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
oh, no, you were.
No.
Yes. No.
That's in both languages. That
Yes.
means no.
You know what no means.
How embarrassing
yeah.
for them. But
I
also,
thought it was
like,
hilarious.
Spanish-speaking people should be more conscious of it because
Yeah.
like so many people
So
speak
many people
Spanish
do.
now.
Mhm.
So many people, even just like white
Yeah.
people that like
Exactly.
they need to learn this.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's not the
No.
one to be throwing. That's not the
Nope.
language to be thrown around everywhere.
Not smart. Now, if it was
No.
in like Mandarin, then you have a better chance of talking shit.
Maybe.
But, you know.
I've always wanted to get one of those earpieces that translate the language
That would
when
be
I go to the
sick.
nail salon. I need to
That
know
would
what
be
these
sick.
ladies are talking about
Mhm.
because they're so like
Yeah,
intense
I
and
know.
aggressive when they speak. And I know it's probably
Yes.
not. It's probably something so small,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I want to know.
She's like, where's the nail file? Like, and we're like, did she just talk shit about me?
is she bitching about my toenails?
I
right now?
promise I will tip you so well. Just be nice. I promise you.
Also, if you want to translate, come
Yes,
on. I wanna know the
please. I want to
gossip.
learn like
Do you
what's
hate
going
your
on.
coworker? Tell me about it.
What did they do? Tell me. Yeah. I'm in it. I love it.
We're in the wrong business.
It's
Maybe
so
we'll open up a
random.
nail salon.
Okay, perfect.
And we'll just be able to speak openly.
Yeah. And like
to all these
talk
white
shit
people.
on purpose and be like,
Yes.
what do you guys have to say about that blonde bitch over there?
You know what I
Anything?
mean, right? She's so
Yeah.
rude. Or did you see the nails?
Yeah.
Like, that new girl sucks. Don't ask for her next
Do
time.
not go to her. She's terrible.
I don't even know if she'll be here, but just
No,
don't go
she
to her.
won't. Oh, her name?
Know her name.
I'll give it to you. Like,
That's the other thing. I love the names they give themselves. I
Oh.
wonder if they picked them.
I went to one the other day and the guy's name was Jeff. I'm like, your name's definitely not Jeff.
Jeff.
There's no way your name is Jeff. There's
But
no
do you
way.
like this name? Is this why you picked it?
Right,
Or did
like,
somebody just like,
yeah.
here's your name?
How did you get that name?
Also want those answers.
Truly. There's
Also
so
want those.
many questions that I have for you guys.
Seriously.
I don't know if you'll tell me, but
I also like want to know what their jobs were
yeah.
before they came here.
Yeah.
Like why do all Asians do nails well?
Yeah,
Would
amazing.
everybody do them well? Is
Right.
this just something
this a
that
thing?
they like? Yeah, is this just something they picked up because this
Right.
is like easy?
Yeah. Like,
need
I
to
wish it was easy
know.
for me. I'd open up my own damn salon tomorrow. Like, what a moneymaker. Not in our hometown because there's
No.
one on every corner.
No. But I'll do house calls. Like during COVID, I would have been like, let's
yeah.
go outside.
Let's
Come on.
go.
I don't care. Let's do
Acrylic,
it.
let's do this. You want
Let's do
that?
this.
Let's go.
My mom gets them done all the time because her nails are like flimsy
Yeah.
pieces of paper.
Yeah, it happens.
So I get why she does it, but mine are
Right.
the opposite. They're super hard. So
Yeah,
she's like,
mine are
I don't
hard.
understand why you don't want to get your nails done. I'm like,
You're
because
like,
I don't
this is
need
why.
to.
This is why my nails are so good.
Right.
Mhm.
And also, like, the nail polish just falls off when I
Really?
get it. My
Really?
nails are just like, we don't need this.
Get off.
We don't need
This is
this.
not.
This is
Necessary.
I don't need this. It's
No,
so rude.
I cannot go without nail polish. Like, I always have nail polish on. And if it
Mhm.
starts to chip, I have to get them done ASAP.
Okay.
I mean, during COVID, I learned how to do them myself, which
Yeah.
was a nice little celebration for me, but not that good. So I still go to the salon.
it's like an experience. It's not about
Yeah.
that. I can do them myself if I needed
Yeah.
to, but it's like do the little massage.
Oh,
Just do a little bit.
Jeff gave me the best free 10-minute massage. I was like, Jeff, thank you. He's like, do you want more? And I'm like, I do, but I have to go.
Ugh. Also,
like-
like maybe this isn't appropriate.
Yeah.
For him.
I was like, Jeff, why are we in the back room alone, Jeff? I thought we're supposed to do this out front. Like,
no, damn it. Thanks though.
thanks,
Next
Jeff.
time I'll ask for you
Yeah,
for
it's like,
sure.
just take this 20 and quiet down. Like, oh. He sees me and he's like, hi, Alex. I'm like, hey, love you, Jeff.
A nice guy.
Shout out to
though.
Jeff.
Jeff. My best friend's cat's name is Jeff, so whenever I hear that name, I'm always like cat.
This was not cats. dude. No.
They eat them. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 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 You had to say it.
Oh my God, I love
God.
it. Yeah, Jeff. That's right, Jeff. I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yo, Jeff is like eternal.
Yo, he's old now. He's like 17 years old.
I feel like he's gonna live
did
forever.
last year? Oh God, was it last year? Last year, yes, it was last year because it was during COVID. He ran away, and she lives in Brooklyn. She lets her cat out. You know, he'll go about, come back in, but he didn't come home. And she was like, "This is it. He's got to be dead because like, or he like got lost and can't find his way home. Like,
doesn't she have ink for Jeff on her?
This motherfucker was in a trash heap like 3 blocks away, and she put up signs, and the neighborhood like cat people that feed all the stray cats, they called her. They're like, "I'm pretty sure your cat's here." Pretty sure. And
he's like, well, I'm eating leftover ramen, like what of it?
So she was like going back and forth for days trying to find him, like come when he was there, and he was like, I guess behind their house it was just like trash, like just like nobody cleans it. It's just like he's just chilling there on a board. She's like, "Come on, Jeff," and he's just like, no. He did not want to leave.
He's like, "I'm on an adventure, Mom. I'll be home when I come home."
Like, you get to do this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you get to go away.
He's like, "We're in a new fun city. Like, I'm going to do me. You do you."
And eventually, like, he came close enough where she could get him. But, like, there was a week that she thought her cat was dead. And so, like, he wasn't.
He was just living his life.
Like, we literally, like, I came over and we, like, cried about
how
I
bet.
Gone.
I know how important Jeff has been in the past. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, so.
Damn.
He's still going.
I'm happy that he's back and he's well. Shout out to Jeff.
Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to all the Jeffs.
All the Jeffs. Like, if you're watching.
Especially all these women episodes. Like, shout out to you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, so listen to this.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. Have you ever been to a medium?
A medium?
Like a psychic, but like not a psychic. It's like someone who can talk to the other side.
No. Okay. I mean, I've seen the shows. They have the shows.
They do have shows. I've actually never seen the shows, but I do know about the shows.
Right. Same thing. Okay. I've never seen them, but I know they
No, you've totally seen them. Like, I could see it in your eyes. Yes.
But wait, you went to one?
I went to one the other day.
Mm-hmm. Where? Here in Connecticut or somewhere else?
She's in Connecticut, but we did a Zoom call. So I've gone
through Zoom.
Through Zoom.
Okay.
I know. It sounds crazy. It sounds so crazy. I went to one like 10 years ago, and it was so spot on. It was a different person, and she's actually around here. She's she's really great too, but I haven't seen her in 10 years, whatever. Mm-hmm. So my boss actually goes to this woman, and she's been on like TV shows, and she's awesome. So, and like you can't make an appointment with her unless it's like 2 years in advance.
Oh, okay.
So my appointment
is she the famous one from Long Island?
She's not that lady. No,
okay. So
she's not that. She's a different lady.
Jesus,
she's so amazing. So I went and I talked to her last week. I think it was or the week before. Mm-hmm. So my fiance's dad passed away, and he loved the Rolling Stones. He went to like so many concerts, like obsessed. That's why we named our dog Jagger, for Mick Jagger.
That's appropriate.
Right.
And very nice.
Totally, right? Like, and also a badass name.
Of course.
So right when I turn on the Zoom, she goes, "Whoa." She's like, "Rolling Stones are playing. There's a guy here. He says he's here for you, but he's here for his son too." And I was like, "What?" Yeah, she was. Because
you don't post anything about social media. I don't.
No.
Scott didn't post very much.
No,
did he?
Scott uses my social media if he needs to stalk, so he doesn't even have like his own Facebook or anything.
So like she couldn't have pulled it.
No,
from
and
that.
There's actually no way she could have pulled it from that at all, because it's not like I have the same last name as him yet or anything like that.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, the best. What a keeper you have there. Thank you.
Hey, babe.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. So close.
It's like she's so close. So good. Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah, I love the cupcake. Of course. Thanks for having me. Jeez Louise. Couldn't wait. This was the highlight of my week.
Seriously.
Fuck it, my month. Like,
The way things have
Right?
That was a nice detour.
Yeah,
I was like, why are you coming down
like,
here?
What was that? It's like, as we're talking about mediums.
Well, that's why I was like, what's going on?
What
like,
is that?
Did he see something
Yeah, like,
upstairs? Are we
what's
barricading down here?
It's a good spot to barricade.
I
Damn,
mean-
like we got some succulents and cacti.
Calm
And
environment.
it
over
is very
here.
calm. Very
Sorry, we
serene.
had to take a quick wine break.
Yeah, sorry. Like, duty calls.
Here, cheers.
Mhm.
So, anyways, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. That was a
No,
good interruption.
That
though.
was a perfect interruption. Are you kidding me?
So
Always welcome
So she hears Rolling Stones. There's a guy.
There's a guy,
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, and he's like saying that he's here for me, but he's here for his son. And I was like, oh, and she's like, yeah, he has a B name, and his name is Bruce. And so that was crazy, because like,
That's weird.
right? And again, it's not like I have Scott's same name. Like I
Right.
don't even believe there was anything that I posted online
Right.
that had to do with that at
Mhm.
all going back. I don't think there is. And also my page is private, so even if I had posted
Right,
anything,
yeah.
she can't get on there.
Mhm.
So that was cool, and she can't Google me and see that or anything.
right.
So that was cool. And then she was like, there's another guy with a B name, and he says that he loves you so much, and he was a football coach, and he loved a woman with an I name. Okay, so my uncle Brady, who was the first person I ever lost in my life, like
Aw.
love him so much. He passed away actually the 30th. It's coming up on 11 years.
Wow.
2010 he passed away.
Jeez.
B name, football coach. All she said everything about him. And oh, my aunt's name is Isabel. So all spot on stuff. And so like
So it was like two different families, not even just him. It was like yours and
Yeah,
his.
totally.
Wow.
and she picked on so many things, and I was like, I'm a believer.
Maybe this is real.
Yeah, like the things she was saying, I was like,
Jeez.
whoa. And I gave I was like,
Yeah. Right.
nothing. I was like,
Nothing.
show me what you got, girl.
Show
And
me.
yeah.
Show me what you
And
got.
she
What's
did.
my name?
Yeah.
I gave you a
She's-
fake
yeah.
name. What's my real name?
She's like, that I know, because your email's Alexis. Like, I know. Yeah.
Damn it.
I know. But she knew, she was so great. So that was like such a fun experience. Like
wow.
hearing like a profesh, like I was like, how do you know all this stuff?
Seriously.
She's like, ever since I was a little girl, she's like, they just come and talk to me. And I'm like, is that weird? And she's like, it never scared me. And I'm like, oh, I guess, it
well,
worked
thanks for doing
well.
your profession then, because it does help
Yeah.
people get some
Oh, totally.
probably closure if they need it, or just the
Mhm.
connection.
Yeah, just
Because people go a long time without seeing people, so
Mhm.
to feel that connection again is
absolutely.
really nice. Well,
That's-
congrats on that. I know I shouldn't be saying
Thank
congrats,
you.
but like that's cool that
It-
that really
yeah.
worked out for you.
It
in
was
that
really
sense.
fun. It was cool.
Was Scott with you?
Scott was working in his office at home. I know, but he came up for like the last like 20 minutes of it, so he did hear some stuff.
Yeah.
But everything, the messages from his dad were in the beginning, but I did record it.
Good.
So I played it for him,
good.
so it was really cool, for him. So yeah, it was a good
Is
experience.
he gonna do it?
He never wanted to do it or
All right,
anything.
that's fine. That's fair.
But I think he would at one point. I think he
I
definitely
mean, just
would.
for her to like already pick that up, like
Yeah.
he'll know that that's like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
real, it's relevant.
Yeah.
People have to have like, we are not the only beings on this planet.
Right.
There are other energies. I know that there are
Totally.
other spirits.
Mhm.
There are aliens. I
Yeah.
know we are
I
not
agree.
the only people
I agree.
in this universe.
Nope.
So it's like whatever they're pulling it from,
Yeah.
even I hate to say it, even if they are bullshitting it and they did find it, like
yeah.
so what? Give me that connection.
Yeah.
Give me
And it
that
helps
moment.
so many people.
Yeah.
It really does. Especially the people that really need it, and they're like let's say you're like, oh, anybody do you know anybody with a name that starts with a D? And then you're like, oh yeah, my Uncle Don that passed away or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can make it be
can
what
make
you
it,
want
yeah.
it to be.
Mhm.
So I was just, totally stone faced, and the things she was saying were things that like you can't find anywhere. And that was so cool. Like I had like a pep in my step for the next few days.
I
I'm like,
don't
"That's
blame
awesome."
you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I might want to call her
Oh, she's amazing.
just because.
I'll give you her number before I leave.
Yes.
You'll be getting it in 2025.
couple more years. We can do this.
It'll be great.
Maybe by the time I'm done with my braces,
Yes.
I'll get in to see her.
Yes.
Which feels like another
It'll be
17 years.
How much longer do you have to have them on?
Oh,
anyway?
2 years. 2 years.
It'll fly.
He's like, it's about 2.5 years.
Think about that smile. Oh,
I know.
you're gonna be like, what?
I'm already thousands of dollars into this. There is no going back. And honestly, the hardest part is kind of over with like uncovering them and the braces on. So we just got to like pull them down.
Yeah.
And I need to make them my bitch right now.
You're going to make them your bitch.
Like,
I
we've
know
been
it.
up there too
Yes.
long.
Oh,
But also like, okay, so I get to talk about my fun experience. So last week I had surgery on my mouth. Okay.
Yep.
The oral surgeon was amazing.
That's great.
If you ever need anything, I'm gonna plug him.
Okay.
Dr. Perone in Milford and Derby.
Amazing.
He is the shit. He is so nice, so personable, amazing bedside manner.
That's awesome.
Confident.
Hard to find these days.
Seriously. And he's got these beautiful light eyes, and it's just like
That doesn't hurt at all.
so all you see is a mask, and if all I'm seeing is like beautiful eyes,
like
like
an
I'm
angel.
already like,
yeah.
okay.
You're like, okay, this is good.
He's
nice.
married. He has a
Yeah.
kid. Just throwing that out there.
But it is still nice to see.
Still nice to see. Like they were joking around beforehand in there too, and
Makes
I
you
like
comfortable.
that.
Yeah.
His assistant. I don't know if it's surgical, medical. I don't know what her title is.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing.
That's awesome.
She actually might be on my podcast in a couple of weeks, so that's cool. She was also just like so down to earth.
That's awesome.
And she asked me what I wanted to listen to, and I just paused for a good minute, and I'm like, I don't even know. Like I'm about to have surgery on my mouth. I didn't really like prepare to be asked what.
You're like death metal.
Death metal? Like I don't
Like,
know
what?
what goes with this. I don't know. And it was like first thing in the morning too. It was early.
Yeah. What did you put on?
So I said, well, I was like, I guess you could put on jazz. I said,
yeah, okay.
but I listen to house music, so like I don't want to ask you to put on house. She's like, no, I will put on house. I have a great mix because this is what I spin to, and I'm like,
perfect.
okay,
This
so
woman sounds amazing.
so we're listening to house music.
Fist
She's busting
pumping.
his stones
Yeah.
about like the shitty music he listens to, and I'm trying to be involved too with my noises. So it was like it was fun.
Aww.
It was overall a great experience.
How long was it?
It was only an hour.
Okay, that's good.
But it was an intense hour. It was an intense, and it's funny because like the stuff they use is a lot stronger than like the regular dentist. Like
Yeah.
just the lidocaine they put on before they start.
Yeah.
It was on there for less than a minute, and I looked at her. I go, my entire tongue is numb right now. This is amazing. Like I was like amazed and like
That's
so happy about it
awesome.
because it takes my body like extra time to process Novocaine. And he's like, well, the stuff we use is like double the amount. So he's like, but if you feel anything ever, I'll just put some more in. He was
Perfect.
perfect.
Wow, if
Perfect.
I ever need oral surgery, I will be
Please.
going there.
Please. And I said to her on the way out, and this is what I do to a lot of people that I like the doctors. I'm like, he really seems like a great doctor. Like she's like, I've been to 10 practices, and like this is the only place. Like I was ready to leave this practice, this whole field, and she's like, when I came here, I was like, oh, this is it. Like this is where I'm gonna be. She's
That's
like, these
awesome.
are so smart. They're like Yale certified type, and she's like, and they're MDs. They're not just oral surgeons.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I was like, yes.
Wow.
Like, you love them. I love them. I feel
Yeah.
better about this. They called me the next day to make sure I was okay. You know, like,
That's a great experience.
thank God.
That's awesome.
I wish they could like heal my mouth faster and better, but like, you know, I'll take that good experience over anything.
Did they say when you're not going to have any pain or anything like that?
I haven't had too much.
Okay,
It's
that's
like,
I know it's better today, but I'm sure you still have some.
Yeah.
You're being optimistic.
it's like kind of weird because it's on the roof of my mouth. So she's like, it's gonna bruise.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what a bruise
I didn't
inside
even
my
know you
mouth
can
like
bruise
looks.
inside of you. Yeah, like.
It's so I've been looking at it with a mirror.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
would
what am I supposed to
totally
see?
do that. Yeah.
It doesn't look bruised, but like
Aw.
when I eat now, like you can
feel
feel that it's like I don't like any of this stuff.
No.
So I was hoping to do like smoothies and stuff and like
Yeah.
lose weight. I'm like, this is my time now.
Oh, that's how I was when I got my wisdom teeth out.
This like big jug
Yeah,
of water. I'm
that
like, I'm
thing
gonna
is
drink more
amazing.
water.
That thing is amazing. Are you crushing it? Where are we at?
I just got it today, so
Okay.
I didn't even get a full day.
All right,
But I've
okay.
drank. I filled it up already.
You're
again.
doing
So
great.
it's like,
Look at you.
I'm trying.
I'll
but I
drink
was
to
like,
that.
I'll drink to that.
Drink.
Cheers.
Cheers, girl. Damn, drinking all that water. Staying hydrated.
Staying hydrated, living the dream.
Hell yeah.
But like the smoothies like aren't good with all the ibuprofen you have to take. So I'm just like, well, we're just gonna tough it out.
Poor thing.
I'll drink some water. That'll make everything
You're like,
better.
no, this is great. This is
is
fun.
great.
This is nice.
So this is the first time I drank since I got it done. So
Oh my God, I'm so honored.
I'm living the dream
Damn,
today.
okay.
That should have been my gratitude. Like today is my first drink in a week.
You can have two gratitudes. Like this is take the stage.
This is like anti-alcohol AA meeting. Like I'm just thankful like today's a week. I finally get to drink again.
Hell yeah. It's always a grateful time to have a glass of wine.
It's just
I feel.
I know I keep
Personally.
promoting it in like every episode, but it's just like
I mean, I think it's important. You
This
need
is
it
what's-
sometimes.
this is what's getting me and a lot of people through life.
Yeah.
Not so cranky.
No, it helps a lot and it's delicious.
It's delicious.
And I mean,
know
there's
this was a good one.
antioxidants. Like,
It's funny because I was saying to myself the other day, I was like, oh, I gotta get a Sauvignon Blanc.
Mhm.
I haven't had one in years
I
because all
knew
I've been
it.
drinking is Cabernet and Pinot.
Mhm. Yep.
And you brought one, and this is amazing. So
Girl,
thanks
I
for getting me
read
back into
your
it.
mind. Because I love my Sauvignon Blanc. And I wanted to get the oyster bake 'cause that's my favorite one. But I was like, ooh, cupcake. That's a good one too. So I just
Mhm.
got it. It was cold. So I was like, yeah,
No,
perfect.
this is delicious.
It's so good. It goes down smooth.
I'm gonna have to get it now.
Great. Well, I'm glad I brought it
I got a
over.
box of other wine, and I'm like, no, I gotta get more of this.
It's so good. It's
I
a good,
was-
like, warm, even though today wasn't warm weather drink.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. I was only red wine for years because every time I would
Mhm.
drink white, I would get a really bad headache. But
Mhm.
the roles are reversing.
Yes.
I don't know why, but
Mhm.
I'll take it. It's fine.
Happens. I know I'm always a red wine drinker, but a lot of times red wine tires me. So the white
Yeah.
doesn't for some reason. I don't know why.
Our bodies are just like, no, this is like too heavy.
You need to take it down a notch.
Just
Like,
stay white.
yeah.
Stay
yeah.
white.
Literally, it is. I know.
Wait, what's
That's
your
fine.
ethnicity?
My
Ethnicity.
ethnicity. So my mom's side's Cuban, my dad's Italian.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I thought you were a little Spanish or
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
of some sort, but I
Right.
wasn't sure. Oh my God, you got the best of both worlds.
I know, it's a pretty sweet mix.
Yeah. Does
Right?
your dad speak Italian or no?
Like super broken.
Okay.
Because my grandma, he had talks to my grandma in it. But
Oh,
I
okay.
never, both parents didn't teach me their native tongue. So, because
how rude.
I know, right? Because they, in our household, it's not like my dad spoke Spanish, so they were speaking in Spanish. Like my cousin, her parents both spoke Spanish in the house. So my cousins are bilingual
Cool.
because their parents both, spoke
Yeah.
Spanish. So for us, I was always so salty. And then as I got older, my mom's like, well, you're on your own now, hon. Like, you can totally just learn it. And I'm like,
It's not the same, Mom.
Mom, it would have been easier if I was like 2 and could,
Seriously.
fucking say a whole speech.
So
in
did he learn Spanish to be with her, or she already spoke it?
No,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All
no
right.
way. He
Okay.
just spoke in English and swooned her. I mean, they got divorced, but he swooned her at the time.
Swooned her at the time. It worked at the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, whatever. Got me and my brother out of the deal. Right?
They won.
They won.
They lost and won.
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty much everybody that
Yeah.
got divorced.
Oh,
you know.
yeah, of course.
I have a stepson. I get it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it happens. But
It happens.
when there's kids involved, it's like, okay, this is why. This is why you were together. You know?
This is it.
Yeah,
This is it.
exactly.
And some
Yeah.
people should have been divorced.
Totally.
And just stayed together, which I will never understand. How
Same.
anyone wants to be miserable.
No. Literally.
And because I've been I've been exposed, not disposed. I've been exposed to all that in my
Mhm.
life from various areas. I'm unfortunately along the lines of like, oh, you're not happy anymore? Please leave. Please
get
do
out.
not make
Evacuate the premises.
just right now. Just go. We'll figure this out. Like you can see her
Yeah,
too. I'm not gonna keep
yeah.
her from you, but like if I don't
Yes.
make you happy, please
Right,
leave.
of course.
Please leave.
I
There's
know.
no point. There's no point.
No, of course not.
And also, you don't like want to get into that whole cheating thing either. If
Oh
that
my
could just
God.
be avoided, like, hey, I don't love
Yeah.
you anymore. Cool.
Oh, right.
See ya.
Exactly. Well, I think a lot of people stay in things because of comfortability. Can I say
Comfort
that?
for comfort.
For comfort. I'll just go with comfort. I like that one better. No, but like I'm a victim to that. Like I can say I've done that before. And
Me
when
too.
you're super comfortable in a situation and it's scary to be like, oh God, I don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever, you
Mhm.
stay.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people go through that and they're like, oh, I already put this amount of years in and this amount of time. Well, guess what? You still have the rest of your life. Like that
Mhm.
time is nothing but a lesson learned and a story and something that helps you grow, hopefully,
Yeah.
and be a better person.
Seriously. Time is so precious.
Totally.
So precious.
You can't like regret it, but
No.
you're like, I got something from it. If you can get something from it, then you're good.
Yeah, from my past experiences, I've just got a lot of lessons learned.
Yes, totally.
From a lot of different areas in my life,
Yep.
and like that's what I'm like, that's it. This is why you went through it.
Yeah, exactly. The worst is when like, because I know people who are like, oh, I wasted all these years and this sucks and what am I gonna do? And I'm like, but try to figure out what you learned from that situation, so it's not time wasted. It's time that you grew as a person. Like that's so important. I always try to stress that to people that say that to me.
Yeah. And it's nice to instill kids that you're with. Like at least you have that mindset so you can help them.
Exactly.
Obviously their problems are not like adult problems, but like
she's like, I broke my favorite crayon today. I hate my life.
What did we learn from that? Like,
but what did you learn from breaking your favorite crayon?
I'm not gonna break it again, but I'm still mad.
How can we channel that energy into something positive?
Should we have a tea party instead?
Yeah, exactly.
That way there's no crayons involved at all.
No. Oh my God. The little one came home the other day and she was like, this girl is bullying me at school. She came into my area at school and she whispered in my ear, I don't like you. You're an idiot.
Harsh.
These aren't even my kids. And I was like, well, what did you say back to her?
What did you say?
She's like, I just said, okay. And I was like, you tell her that she cannot call you an idiot because you're the best girl on earth. And she's like, yeah. She's like, you're right. I am the best girl on earth.
Oh.
I was like, yo, if that was my kid, I'd be like, tell that girl to go fuck herself.
What's her name?
Yeah,
I'm
right?
sorry. Do you know her?
I want to go
why
find
don't
this
you know
girl.
Her last name.
I want to
I'll
find
call
this
your
girl.
teacher.
Yeah. I want to go to her parents and be like, yo, you're raising
An asshole.
an asshole. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Which means that you're probably an asshole.
You're
How
a big
is she picking
asshole.
this up?
Yeah. And her name is really asshole-ish. And I'm not going to say it on air in case anybody's
it's
kid's
okay.
that name. But
Nope.
she's an asshole and her whole family's an asshole.
Ugh.
So, you know what? Fuck you, little girl. Don't say that shit to my friend.
Like my daughter. Like, don't say, like, she's pretty much your daughter. Like, at this point.
Right?
It's so hard because they're not your kids.
But you love them
they
like
are.
that.
They
Yeah.
are.
Like, I would jump in front of a train if she was going to get, like, I would do anything for these because I love them, you know?
Oh my God. Don't sell yourself too
I
much.
know,
You're going to get all these nanny offers and
God,
be
no more.
careful.
No more. I'm off the
Send
market.
pregnancy vibes
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Send-
Please. I'm ready to be a mom. Thanks. Thank you so much.
I mean, unless you want to pay me just to be
Yeah.
pregnant, in which case I'll take it.
Oh, I got asked to do that before.
Like a
Surrogacy.
surrogate.
Mhm.
Oh,
I was like, if I'm growing that baby, I'm keeping it. I can't.
You have to have you have to be a certain type of person
You
to
have
do that.
to.
You have to have like your own family first.
Of course. 100%. 100%.
Maybe
And-
if like I had her, like I'm debating if I want to have one more. Maybe if my body was the body type to do it, or if I were a little younger, maybe I would do it once or twice because that's a nice chunk of change.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
But at the same time, like that's such a personal experience. Like
It is. And I think especially for like a first time mom too, where like God forbid, like that was like viable, and then I couldn't after. Like
oh my God,
that's all I've
no.
ever wanted to do since the day my brother was born. I was
Yeah.
3.5.
Oh my God.
I was like, I want to be a mom. Like I've been obsessed with being a mom
my
since I was
God.
fucking 3.5 years old. Like this is my goal in life, you know.
Oh,
So
that's so cute though.
pathetic.
Did you have your little dolls? And, oh my
Girl,
God,
you know I
had a
did.
million dolls.
You know I
You had a
did.
million.
I fed those little bitches every night. Played peekaboo with them. I burped them.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean, it's my
God.
calling. So, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not the kind of person that can do it, but I think that the women that can do it are absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
And that's a beautiful gift you're giving to someone else. I wish I could do that, but that's where I draw the line. Like,
Right.
I'll give my everything to someone, but I can't do that because
Yeah.
then I'm just totally.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens in our futures. Even donating eggs.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's the shittiest of all the processes because it's like it's along the lines of like IVF. Like you
Right.
have to pump your body with all
Yes.
that disgusting
Yes.
shit and hormones,
Yes.
and then
Exactly.
you don't even get anything. Like you get like
I know.
you get like thousands of dollars. I understand, but like your body goes through the ringer for that.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I know it definitely takes a very special person to do that because I'm not that special person.
I'm not either.
No
thanks. Especially since I had a C-section now, and like now I feel like that's it.
Yeah.
Like I know that's not my only option, but like in my mind, I'm like the risks are horrible to like.
So, but don't they say that if, and correct me if I'm wrong because I have no fucking idea, but don't they say if you get one, you have to get one again? Or is that just like from a long time ago? Cause
it's like from a long time ago.
All right.
Nowadays are like, listen, if you want to try for it, you can.
You can.
But there are some very horrible things that can happen if you do that.
Yeah.
So you weigh out those, because like it's happened. Like
Yeah.
you've had an emergency C-section. The second time people have had kids, 2 or 3 kids, you know, afterwards. But
I was an emergency C-section. I was coming out like a cone. My dad calls me conehead.
oh,
I no longer have a cone head, but he
babe.
thinks it's hilarious. Shout out to my dad. He's the best. My mom's like, you didn't have a cone head. You were perfect. Shout out, Mom. Love you.
I'll shout out you too, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you had me. So
You did try to push me out and
she
didn't
would-
work.
oh,
So I had to
like,
be an emergency C-section. I've been a pain in the ass since day one.
Listen,
Fun
I
fact.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. That's my daughter. She's held up to that.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah. She's like, but Mom, look at my face. Look at my dimples. I'm so beautiful. God, she's
That's
so
like
cute.
her saving grace.
Yeah,
honestly,
that face.
She has been a nightmare lately.
I bet. I mean, the age.
Well, you know, he went through it twice with them.
Yeah.
This is a tough age.
It's super tough.
She screams. She just screams. When she wants it, she wants it, and I
Yeah.
have a hard time.
Oh, yeah.
I've had like 2 stepkids pretty much in my life, but
Yep.
they've all been 3.5 when I
Okay,
met
yeah.
them.
So they're past
so I like
that.
didn't get that horrible stage.
Oh, God. And girls, I think, are a little worse than boys when it comes to this stage.
It's the whining.
Yeah.
It's the whining that makes me want to kill
Mhm.
people.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't make me want to kill them.
Yep.
It makes me just want to kill random people.
Oh, totally.
That
Yeah.
I just see.
This is why you have your mommy sippy juice. Here. Yeah.
Woohoo! That's why I'm saying, like, wine is so important.
So helpful. PSA. Wine is super helpful for any instance. Anything. Any problem you have,
Anything.
wine will solve it.
It will. It will. I
Mhm.
used to, back in the day when I used to smoke a whole bunch of weed, like
Yeah.
that was my big
Those were the
promotion.
days. Yeah. It grows.
Can't
It's
do that
natural. Like, yeah.
After a while, it was just like anxiety ridden. That's what it turned
Yeah.
into for
Oh,
me
God,
like years
yeah.
ago. And I was like, this isn't worth it anymore.
Yeah,
I'll just stick to the
no.
wine.
Yeah. You don't get anxiety with the wine.
No.
No.
I'll puke. That's like the worst thing
Yeah.
that'll
A little
happen to
too
me.
much wine.
But is it so bad
Yeah.
if I had a big dinner and I puke?
No, you're like, I'm getting skinnier. This is fine.
This is totally okay.
This is great.
I'm not promoting being bulimic.
No,
I
please,
promise
no.
I'm not.
PSA, no.
Don't
We're
do
not.
that.
We're not. No.
Don't do
But it's okay if it happens once in a while.
Once in a while, it's
Yeah,
fine.
like if you ate too much at dinner, it's fine.
It's fine. A lot of people, they like are so against throwing up. Some people are
They get scared.
terrified of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And I'm
Mhm.
along the lines of, if I feel a little weird, I'm like, I'll just make myself puke.
Well, yeah, because then you don't get the spins. Dude, the spins are the worst thing in the world.
worst.
Who wants that? Like, no,
Nobody.
if puking is going to take those spins away, sign me the
Sign
fuck
me
up. Let's go.
Sign me up. Leave me alone.
No.
I'll do what I have to do.
Of course.
My husband avoids it. Like, there are 2 times since in the 7 years I've been with him that he has gotten to that point, and they were all at family functions at my parents' house.
Hell yeah, your family gets lit.
Not even. He was him and my uncle, and they were fine the whole time.
Yeah.
They were absolutely fine. It was right at the end, right when everybody's leaving. I noticed that they like, my uncle was like, all right, but my husband was not okay.
Oh.
Not okay.
You saw it in his eyes.
I just well, no, we were driving home, and this was pre-baby and
Yeah.
everything. So like, and
Yeah.
I was fine. I was driving, not
Yeah,
him,
right.
thankfully. He was just like in another zone, silent,
He's like,
just like staring straight. And I looked over, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Like, I just like felt like I didn't even know him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
He's like,
"But
never
you're not
better."
okay." Like, what happened? He was drinking whiskey, I guess, and just like drank too much.
oh.
Hovered outside. So I have like, there's a stop sign right at the end of my driveway.
Yeah.
Hovered outside my car for 45 minutes, leaning on it. So all the cars that drive up are looking at this man that's like,
They're like, yo, you good?
is he
dude?
dying?
Yeah.
Like, I wanna
Can we
know what
help
these people
you?
thought. I just want to know. Comes in, locks himself in the bathroom for another hour and a half. He's trying so hard not to puke. He's trying. I keep saying to him, can you please just throw up?
Just do it. You'll feel
Please,
better.
Please.
The alcohol needs to come out. It's not agreeing with your body.
Oh my God. So he's hovering over the sink, and I said, listen, I know it's getting close. You better fucking make it to that toilet. I am not cleaning up your shit. So what happens, like 2 seconds after I say that, he pukes. I hear it hit the floor because he ate so much at the family function.
You knew.
And then he started laughing right when it happened because he's like, I totally did exactly what you told me not to do.
Oh,
so that's my
God.
like major puking experience that I remember.
Awesome. That's great.
Sure.
You're like, all right, great. Here's a rag. You can clean it up yourself.
He was two. He was like,
he couldn't even do
gone.
it. No, he couldn't even do it.
He's like, no, I'll do it. I'm like, I don't need any more of a shit show in there.
What would these guys do without us? I mean, truly.
I don't know. Thankfully, like, he's not that type of person. That was like once.
No, but everybody deserves their,
it's fine.
Their one moment to shine.
I've had mine. And usually when I have mine, I like go off by myself. I'll I have my patio. I'll just circle the patio.
Oh, yeah.
Circle, and then I'll puke somewhere outside. And then like I'll come back in an hour later and I'm like, all right, I'm fine now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to drag anybody else into
No. We had like 4 people over, his sister and a couple other people. And I like guided my way upstairs, made sure I Irish goodbye to everyone in my own home.
That's it. Do what you gotta do.
Went into the bed. He comes up and he's like, "You're gonna throw up, babe?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And he just like takes me to the bathroom, is like rubbing my back, and I was like, "I can't have you see me like this." And then I was like, "What?"
He's like, "It's okay."
The next day, I'm like, "Do you still love me?" He's like, "Yeah." Like,
yeah, it's really hard though.
This is so gross. No, I was like, "Get out of here! You're not fucking watching me puke."
No, I don't want to watch.
Get out of here!
Else.
Yeah,
I'll
way.
Be like, okay,
I need to be alone.
Toilet.
Yeah, I won't. I only puked in front of someone once in my whole entire life, and I was 19, drinking underage at a bar in New Haven.
That makes sense.
On my birthday.
That makes sense.
And I puked on the owner's shoes after he got me in illegally. Yeah, but I've never done that in front of anybody else again. So
good
that
job.
was so long ago.
You learned.
Whatever.
Plus, you weren't even legal yet. When
yeah,
you're
that's
not
his
legal,
fault. Why would you give me a wristband?
Also, like when you're not legal, like you are reckless. I used to
Totally.
drink. I drank more in my teenage years than I did when I was after 21.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because you're like, I gotta get it in now.
Yeah.
I'll never know when I have
I'll
this
never
again.
be able to do this again. I need to get in there right now. I know.
The shit that I used to do, man. Oh.
But I mean, when you think about the grand scheme of things, we weren't that. We were just being kids.
Right.
It's not like we were doing crazy, like.
Right. We weren't doing hard drugs, thankfully.
No.
Some people do that. It is what it is.
It is what it is, but it's really sad. And, my parents should be fucking thanking me.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. What? I had a little weed in my life. So what?
So what?
Big what?
So what? I drink wine now. Do you drink wine now? Yes, we all drink
yeah,
wine together.
Who cares? Like, that's the gist. Whatever.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Well, if you want to tell Alexis how much you love her, you should. I mean, let me know and I'll let her know.
Yeah, guys, like, keep it going. Let's keep this love fest going.
Hell yeah. She's off the market for nannying.
Yeah.
She has a job and also she is looking to have a baby. So if you have any insight or if you have any information that would be helpful to her, I guess that's something you can send over to me.
Totally.
All information is totally welcomed, openly received by, whatever. And if I can promote any of that information, I definitely will. So feel free to send it on over. Send the love.
Send it all over. Feel the vibes.
Feel the vibes. Also, she gifted me a new succulent.
Yeah. Who
Look
doesn't love a succulent?
It's such a cute one.
Right?
A nice little pot.
It's
you.
just,
I appreciate
of course. Succulents make me happy, so I figured it could be a little token of my appreciation for having me on.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
It's such a good token.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for
so much fun
being on.
Let's do it again.
Come back whenever.
Cool.
We'll have different topics.
All right, awesome.
And thank you all for watching. If you guys want to hear about a specific topic, let me know. If you're interested in being on my podcast, let me know. I don't care if I know you or not. I don't care if you have a book to promote or anything to promote. If you just want to come on and have a good conversation, let me know. So thanks again for coming on.
Thanks for
the wine. Great wine.
Cheers, girl. What a fun time.
What a good time.
Love it.
And thank you all for watching. You're the best.